Good day, everyone. I am Vanessa S. Salva, a BS Ed Social Studies 3, and I am here to tackle about teacher leadership under the Unit 5, the teacher as an organizational leader. My objectives is at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to K. Discuss 6 teacher leader traits and teacher leadership, and S. To create a concept map about leadership, and A. To appreciate the importance of teacher leadership. So what can you say when you hear about teacher leadership? Or what is teacher leadership? So, teacher leadership is a process, or a teacher leaders are the professional who carry through with this process to lead change in their school for the benefit of all students. So, across in the United States as well as internationally, the term teacher leadership is used to label a variety of different teacher rules and teaching assignments. One of the confusion is defining teacher leadership and identifying teacher leaders is that leadership is not found in a position or title. In most schools, there are teachers who are designated leaders of their grade level or departments, but being named as a team leader is not the same as being teacher leader. So teacher leaders exemplify certain defining characteristics, while all teachers possess several of these traits. So only teacher leaders constantly and simultaneously integrate them into teacher leadership. So we have 6 teacher leader traits. First is experts. So teacher leaders share their expertise, and at the same time, teacher leaders are acquiring expertise as they pursue professional development to help them solve problems their teams have identified. So they seek to learn from their colleagues, believing that the collective knowledge of the group is essential to successful teaching and student learning. So further building on their knowledge and skills. So expert teachers are not always teacher leaders. However, building expertise is essential to becoming a teacher leader. Second is exceptional communicators. So teacher leaders are excellent communicators. So one of the essential qualities of their communication is honesty. Teacher leaders communicate in ways that are professional and truthful, reflecting what is working and what isn't. They acknowledge where mistakes have occurred and where changes are needed rather than avoid difficult conversation. The third trait is change agents. So, while most teachers are experts and have effective communication skills, teacher leaders differentiate themselves by being change agents. So one of changes may stem from a school district's administrators or the principal, the superintendents, or the school boards, such as new state or federal law. Change also may be needed within a grade level team or a department and be focused on helping a particular group of students. So teacher leader themselves might initiate changes based on evidence that things need to be done in a different way. So when teachers are change agents, they are leading a transformation in their schools or their local and professional communities by supporting or inspiring others to make changes that will have a meaningful and positive impact for students. Number 4 is inspirational leaders. People in education leader are familiar with the concept of the transformational leader. So, in a word cautions, the phrase transformational teaching and transformational teacher leadership are not the same. Transformational teachers inspire within their classroom, and transformational teacher leaders inspire outside their classroom doors. So inspirational teacher leaders get their colleagues to step up, not because they feel they have to but because they want to. They take rest, solve complex problems, and position change as possible and worthwhile. So this inspirational rule of teachers leaders is critical and often overlooked because teacher leaders are colleagues, not supervisors. Successful leadership depends on the other teacher wanting to follow their lead. Number 5 is trustworthy colleagues. To be a teacher leader, others must trust you enough to follow your lead. So teacher leaders build trust to what they do and say as well as what they don't. So in trustworthy we have benevolence. So they share their confidence that others will act with goodwill. And we have also competence. They share their beliefs that the group has the ability to be successful. And honesty, they communicate and act in authentic and equitable ways. Trustworthiness is important across all aspects of teacher leadership. And in gendering confidence in others is key to being a transformational leader. So competence is part of shared expert. Honesty is essential in effective communication. And other is openness is seen in the willingness and ability to explore new possibilities. And last is reliability is essential to all these parts of the teacher leadership process because no one follows an unreliable leader. So the last one is explorers. Teacher leaders was trailblazers. They are first adopters, willing to try out new ideas and discover the unseen potholes in new initiatives. So an important part of this explorer quality is that the teacher leaders, because they are willing to go first, share their vulnerabilities by being open about their success and failures. So they demonstrate honesty, an important part of building trust by sharing their mistakes and hard lessons with their colleagues as they encourage them to take the trail they have begun to blaze. So all teachers need to explore more, and this can begin with new teachers. So in conclusion, every school needs a care of teacher leaders. When administrative leader changes in a school, there should be a network of teacher leadership that will sustain that change in a productive way. So, every teacher needs to understand the pathways to teacher leadership. So, teacher leaders are critical in establishing schools, cultures, and to ensure change is always meaningful and relevant. And teacher leaders reflect all of these qualities and many more in their teachers' leadership through everyday interaction with students, colleagues, and the school's community. Teacher leadership is a package of attitudes, knowledge, and skills that are continually developed. Overall, teacher leaders are cautiously excited about change. They are ready to pursue new ideas that will result in more meaningful learning experiences and more positive and inclusive spaces for all students. They care not only about the students who share their classroom, but also about the students in their colleagues' classroom and throughout the school. And that would be all in my report. Thank you and God bless.